things will happen, not just with him scoring, but then also it opened up. Hello.
Oh yeah, I was there. And, we all have that picture still. And yeah, you would never forget the energy in the building when that happened, because it was unexpected for a play like that to be made over an incredible defender like Kirilenko. But if there was ever a guy to do it, it was Baron Davis, and the confidence that he had to make that play, and then the way he shared that with everybody in the arena. Then it was special. Well, my reaction to then, the guys on the team thought that was funny because Baron wasn't in the best shape at that time. So he did not want anybody to see his midsection. But he was wearing a back brace and other things because he was not fully healthy at that time, but you never would have guessed it with the way he exploded off the floor there. And I thought that dunk was more of an expression of confidence than any other thing. And boy, the people in Oakland could all feel it. And we knew immediately that it was a special moment. Through about 20, 25 games, that we probably weren't talented enough to make a big jump without some kind of trade. And so it was a risky trade, a classic Nelly move to acquire Steven Jackson and Al Harrington. And that proved to be a difference-making move that allowed us to kind of catch fire and build our way into the playoffs. And the community in Oakland, California was so excited. The team was known as the We Believe team. Yeah. And that kind of confidence that Nelly instilled in the whole community, the team fed off of that. And that allowed us to be a really dangerous opponent for Dallas in the first round. We barely made the playoffs that year. And that was such a huge breakthrough for that time, for that community, because the Warriors had been so long without making the playoffs. So there was a lot of pressure that we played under. And the guys responded. Nelly had a great way of giving guys confidence when there was real pressure. And that's something that's a special gift that he had, I think. But then we played so well coming down the stretch and had played well against Dallas in the matchups we had against them. So there was real confidence because Dirk Nowitzki was their best player. The guys that we had, Baron Davis, Steven Jackson, they had a special level of confidence going up against Dirk. And the other all-star Dallas had then was Josh Howard. And I'd coached Josh in college, so I knew him a little bit. And so collectively, we all thought that there was a way for us to win. And that belief, along with the belief of the community, really propelled us forward. Well, I knew Steph as a great player in college. The college that he went to was one that I was close to. My brother had attended that school, so I had watched him closely and knew that he was outstanding. And we all in the organization gained confidence from Nelly because Nelly said if we could get him, he'd be a star. He said that before the draft. He said that when a lot of people had questions about what Steph would be, and he even compared him to Steve Nash. So he saw similar qualities there that nobody else at the time was confident enough to predict because Steph was picked 7th. And I think after 3 other point guards. And so when you think back to that, it's an incredible set of good fortune, I think, that matched Steph with the Warriors and Steph with Nelly. But he still had a lot of improvement to go through. But it was fun to watch that, to be a part of that because of how maniacally Steph worked at his game to try to make it.
The Golden State Warriors select Stephen Curry from Davidson College.
Back then, no. I don't think anybody could. Maybe only Steph could back then. Nelly did. Nelly said he would be a star, but that's a tough road he was on.
He's not just a star.
Yeah, he's a superstar. He's one of the all-time greats. Maybe one of the best ever. Certainly one of the best ever. The impact he's had on the game is immeasurable. None of us knew then that would happen. Anybody who said they knew that would probably be stretching the truth a little bit. But I wouldn't be surprised if Steph had that belief. That's one of his special powers is the belief in himself of what could be possible. Steph wanted so badly to play well in Madison Square Garden. And in his first year, we only went there once. And Nelly really challenged him on that. And so we were all a little bit surprised at that, because in the NBA at that time, that's not really what you did to your first round draft picks. But Nelly challenged him, really challenged his toughness. And obviously Steph responded to that challenge well. And by the end of the season in his rookie year, he had big games coming down the stretch. He started to assert himself as an NBA player. You could see it at the end of the year more than you could throughout the first 4 or 5 months of that season. The Nelly ball, small ball, and Nelly would say is that if he'd had the best centers, he would have played that way, but that's not what he had. He figured out how to get guys who were undervalued as NBA players and mix them together and see the special strengths or abilities that they had and have them play to their strengths. And so he was creative that way. He was unafraid to try different things, to go against the grain. And that was maybe the greatest gift that he gave me, is the ability to see things differently than what others traditionally would see. Every coach has that kind of thought, that natural reluctance to try something different. That's the greatest gift Nelly gave me. We tried the craziest ideas, and the NBA season is long, so you have a chance to do that. You can try all kinds of things, either in practice or in a game. Nelly loved to put players into a game, see how they would react, knowing that some players are better in the game than you might expect them to be. And then when you can see something like that, then you can build confidence in others by promoting slightly different things. That's what I hope to be able to do for the young guys in my team. We've done that consistently over a long period of time with a lot of guys. I encourage them all to play to their specific strengths, and then play to your best players, and then try to figure out how to fit role players around the best guys you've got. Every team is a different challenge that way.
Don Nelson, the second winningest coach in league history, a 5-time NBA champion as a player and a member of the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame, has died. That's what his family said in a statement today. Now, Nelson, he spent 31 seasons as an NBA head coach with the Milwaukee Bucks, with the Golden State Warriors, New York Knicks, Dallas Mavericks, and retired with the most wins ever as a coach. Of course, that mark was then broken by San Antonio Spurs coach Greg Popovich in 2022. Our thoughts are with the entire Nelson family. He was just 86.
Probably no greater influence on me as a basketball coach than Nelly, just because of how many things that we experienced together. 4 years in the NBA is a lot of games that we had together, so I was at his side a lot. His combination of ego, he had a huge ego, confidence, and you have to have that in coaching. You have to have confidence and ego to play or to coach, and he understood that from both the playing perspective and the coaching perspective. But you also have to have a corresponding humility that allows you to be able to make mistakes and to learn and grow and keep moving forward. Leaders have a way of doing is changing the people that they lead. It's my great hope that I can have a positive impact on the guys that I lead. I know Nelly had that on me. I'm grateful. I'm grateful to Nelly. I miss him. The 4 years I spent with him were the funnest 4 years of my life.